Or at the beginning of the end of the American rancher. Lobbyists successfully sneaking a $15 million piece into the House's latest omnibus bill to start electronically tagging all cattle in the United States.
Here with this, what it means for ranchers across the country, Kentucky Congressman Thomas Massie, along with rancher Shad Sullivan. Gentlemen, great to see you. Congressman, to start with you, what the heck is going on? What are they up to?
Well, you know, the left wants to ban cattle, and before you can ban anything, you need a registry. You need to know where it's at and who owns it, and that's why they want to tag cattle. We've seen it happen in Europe. Now, on the right, you've got some cronies who stand to make some money from these ear tags. They're the ones who get the $15 million earmark. It doesn't go to USDA. It's going to, quote, stakeholders. That is a code word for private entities are getting a handout. And what they'll do, they'll verticalize the industry with this. The big corporations, you know, you just talked about China. There are 4 corporations control meat processing in the United States. One's owned by China, one's owned by Brazil. American ranchers will be working for those organizations if this tracking goes through, because they'll verticalize the industry.
Shad, what's your response to this tracking of cattle? Are you concerned as well?
Oh, yes, I am. It is the key that opens the door to the end of independent producers across the country. And it is a private property rights issue that we really have to consider here. When we start talking about RFID, EID, and data monitoring of farmers and ranchers and their cattle herd size, we open up to the door to what is going on in the European Union. And under the rules of sustainable development, we know that the RFID has led to land seizure in the name of climate change. So once we open that door, there's no going back, and they can come and they can monitor, measure, report, and verify everything that's going on your farm or ranch. And then maybe down the road, in the name of climate change, they can come and dictate to you the rules of their production, which are subjective from a third-party verification, and it is extremely dangerous to private property rights. This is a liberty taker, not a liberty maker.
Shad, I'm going to stay with you. How did you hear about this $15 million that was shoved into this omnibus bill for this electronic tracking? How did you find out about it?
Yeah, well, we've been at RCAF USA. We have been monitoring the situation for a long time. But the way I independently found out about it was Congressman Massie's tweet here a couple of weeks ago, and I was taken aback and put me in a frenzy, and so that's how we heard about it, first and foremost.
Thomas, you're not a wilting wallflower. You're a guy with a big voice in Congress. I have to imagine that you were talking to your colleagues going, this is a really bad idea. If you're concerned about censorship, you should be concerned about this. And the fact is, they didn't listen to you? They still put it in?
No, this is central bank digital currency for cattle. If you don't have a good social credit score or an environmental score, they will shut you down. They will not let you sell their cattle when they run them through their electronic tracker at the sale yards. And it is a private property issue. They're going to dictate how you manage the water on your farm, how far your fences are off the ground, and whether your cattle have received one of dozens of vaccinations. They will start dictating this to farmers.
Unbelievable. Thomas, man. Oh, good.
No. I was just shaking my head.
Thomas.
Gentlemen, I'm shaking my head. You can't see me, but I'm shaking my head and not cursing. Not cursing.
Organize and fight back.
Thomas
Massie, Shad Sullivan, thanks for being with us. You know, Dagan, we talk about the Uniparty. This is an example of the Uniparty passing bills like this as we're pretty in pink together. We'll see you all tomorrow.